What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Sport and Superhero. This is a podcast where we talk about sports and superhero news of the past week. This is episode 30, y'all. This is episode 30. We done did 30 of these. It's a milestone for us, so give it a clap. Yay! Thank y'all for coming through, listening, enjoying, having fun with us, helping us grow. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Check out all of our all our social medias. Then the links down below. But if this is your first time, welcome. This is a podcast where we talk about sports and superhero news of the past week. I'm your host that does the superhero stuff. My name is Sammy, and this is my co-host Marcus. Shut up, Marcus! Stop laughing at me.
I just say today, bro. Yeah, I got your sports side. I got your sports.
Yes, yes.
I'm tired.
I'm gonna talk about the Fantastic Four movie. I did see it. I'm gonna talk about it. I was gonna split up to a non-spoiler review this week and then get a little spoiler. I'm just gonna combine it. I'll just let you guys know when it's getting the spoilers, but that'd be later in the show. That's probably my last topic of the night. We'll talk about that. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Let's get into the first sports stories. Take it away, Marcus.
Let's see. What do I want to talk about, man? Let's talk about Deion Sanders.
Okay.
So Deion, he had surgery to remove his bladder after a tumor was discovered, but he's now cancer-free.
Okay.
He lost 25 pounds, said the recovery was tough. This has been going on with some health issues he's been having lately. He had blood clots recently. He had 2 toes amputated. Deion is 57, I do believe. I'll tell you in a couple of seconds why I know that off the top of my head. And then, so Deion's entering his 3rd season as the coach for the Colorado Buffaloes with a whole new class because Shador graduated. Travers they both entered the draft. So this is a whole new team from scratch with all new recruits. So I am interested to see how Colorado does. I hope they do well in the Big 12. And I hope Deion can stay healthy, and I'm glad he's cancer-free. So, but the reason why I know how old Deion off the top of my head is because, like, Twitter is it's a funny place. It's a funny place. So, all reason I know that because Deion is 57. 57. Do you know who Karuchi is? Karuchi Tran?
I've heard of the name, yes.
What else? She's beautiful woman. So apparently there was a video. I guess Karuchi Tran and Deion Sanders are a couple because there was a video of her crying when Deion was going into surgery. The video came out because she was right by his side when he had the surgery. So because she's 37, he's 57. That's the reason I know his age. But that is a fine woman, boy, I tell you. So shout out, not only shout out for Deion for not having cancer and wish him good health, but shout out to him again for pulling her. I mean,
dang, I didn't realize Deion wasn't that much older than me. Like, I thought he was a lot older. You said 57.
Yeah, he got 17 years over you, my
That's
guy.
not as much. I thought it was more than that, though. Like, more.
You thought Deion was like in his. You thought Deion was in his 60s?
I thought he was in his 60s at least. I thought he was much older than us. Like 70 years. It is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but that's not as much as I thought. Like, I was a little surprised and shocked by that. I have to be honest. I have to
Yeah.
be honest, but yeah, uh, very happy he is cancer free, and hopefully his health starts to progress in a positive way. Uh,
Mhm.
it is interesting that this is going to be his third year, and he's pretty much got a whole new team. It's going to be interesting to see what they able to do. If he recruited well, um, he did get a lot of people wanting to come there to play with him, so that's a positive.
Mhm.
He, in all sense, he put Colorado on the map. So let's be
Oh,
honest,
for sure, for sure.
he definitely
I,
did that.
it's especially like Dion, he knows. I feel like he can talk to the recruits better than some of the old. That's why Saban, like for one, like Saban for a number of reasons got out of coaching, but like Saban is a old guy. He can't
Yeah.
really relate that much to the young guys. But Dion got that swag. He knows how to talk. He's a great speaker, a great motivational speaker.
Very true. Very
And
true.
he just has that swag. Always has swag, and he also played the game himself. I mean, we talking about two sport athlete. Like
Yeah.
there was one point where he played a football game, a baseball game, and a football game in the same day.
Oh
So
yeah, I think we talked about that at one
yeah,
point.
yeah. So Dion knows the ins and outs of being an athlete, and
Yeah.
he has that cachet. But yeah, I hope Colorado does well and
Yeah, it's gonna
get a
be.
bowl win.
Yeah, they didn't get a bowl win last year.
Oh, that ball game last year. Oh my God, Shador is running for his life. There was
He
there was
was.
no there was no protection. I was like, oh my God,
No.
this is bad. So
He still got a lot of stuff done, even without the protection. He still did a lot of stuff, but it just
yeah,
wasn't enough,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Just wasn't enough. So yeah, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. Um, yeah, I seen something about that, about him having cancer and him beating it, and I didn't know he had lost that much weight though. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, but
Oh,
prayers all to him. Hopefully he
one
good.
one other one other thing, guys, men, we need to be. I didn't just man, we need to be better about our health. Me myself included.
Yeah, me
I'm not,
too.
just these past. I for one, I pay for health insurance, but I really don't use it. I get it from my child, But
Yeah.
now it's like I well, this is why I don't go because I just went, and now I've been to the
They tell you
doctor
something's wrong.
more than I have in the last 2 3 weeks than I have in the last 5 years. Because I got X-rays on my legs and my knees because my knees has been hurting for a long time, and my heels are jacked up. So got me in physical therapy now. So yeah, but
Mm,
at a certain age, man, we got to really
yeah.
focus on our health. I mean, it's not for us per se.
It's
We
for the
got to do
other
it for
people
our family,
around us.
right? We got to do it for
Yeah.
our family. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
it was
know I
just for
definitely
me.
need
I
to
would.
eat better.
Oh yeah, you and me both. Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to eat better. I need to get more exercise. Uh, I need to get regular exercise. I exercise twice a week, but that's just playing recreational sports. But I need to get actual good exercise. I need to walk more, get stuff moving more, all that good stuff. I need to lose some weight. Uh, all the positive things I need to do. It's just like, you still, I'm trying to get out of that mindset that I'm 20 and I still haven't got out of that mindset yet.
Boy, we don't bounce back like that no more.
Exactly.
We roll an ankle now, like nah, I'm done for a while.
Done for at least a week or two.
Yeah,
It's still gonna be cranking when I do come back. Definitely, definitely. So yeah, that is very true. We got to start going to the doctor and getting checked up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last time I was in the doctor, um, dang, I can't even remember the last time I was a doctor. It's been at least 2-3 years
Yeah,
since I had a checkup.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, we do need to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, at the very least, we should do a checkup at least once a year. At the very
Yeah,
least, just to make sure everything is okay. Because for us, especially being African American, we have a lot of things that runs. I can't speak for you per se and your family, but for me, I know that diabetes run in my family and high
yeah,
blood
we got all
pressure.
that.
And my
We got
grandpa,
that. Yeah.
who passed away early this year, he had a little bit of cancer. That's not what caused him to pass away though. But so yeah, just get checked up, man. So that's my PSA for tonight.
Definitely is a good reason to. But let's go ahead and talk about the positive things that are about to come out of Marvel in the next few months. Uh, we have two Marvel shows coming out, and they are all starring black leads. I would say, yes. I seen somebody post say this is the blackest Marvel has been in a long time this year because we got Captain American 4, we got Ironheart, and we're gonna get Wonder Man. Yes, Wonder Man is coming, and the main actor playing Wonder Man is Yahya Abdul Mateen. I know I'm butchering your name, bro. I'm gonna learn your name one of these days. He was in Aquaman. He was in Aquaman 2. He was in The Get Down on Netflix. He was in Watchmen. So he's been in two different DC projects. Uh, he's an amazing actor, great actor. He's making his uh, acting debut in well, not acting debut, but his Marvel debut in Wonder Man, a TV series that's coming out in December of the end of this year. Um, Wonder Man as a character, he's connected to Wanda and Vision. They have a whole little triangle. At one point in time, Vision's brainwaves get put into Wonder Man, so he believes he's Vision at one point in time. That's comics. That's just how comics work. Um, in this version of Wonder Man, he is an actor who seems to get powers. So they change his origin a bit, and they also change his race because he's usually a white man and now he's a black man. So people probably will be upset about that. So we'll deal with that. But we'll still see how well the show does. Speaking of which, before we go a little further, I think Ironheart actually charted on they have these charts to show who's watching what. Um, I forgot the name of the company that does it. They do it for all TV shows, streaming shows, and then they rank them throughout the weeks they played and whatnot. And Ironheart actually got like I think sixth place on one of the lists when it first premiered. Um, that's huge because what was the other show? Daredevil Born Again never hit the ratings on that chart. It never got on the chart, and it's out of 10. And for the whole run of Daredevil Born Again, it never got on that chart. So that lets you know that more people watch Ironheart than they did Daredevil Born Again. So that's already a positive right there. And this was for the first three episodes that dropped. Um, we won't see the next chart for another week for the last three episodes to see what the whole season how that ranks. But that's too shady that show. I'm very excited. I liked the show. It was good. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it, and a lot of people actually enjoyed it. Past those racist people that try to view bombing in the beginning. So that's really cool. But back to Wonder Man. That show is coming out in December. Um, Yaya had went on the red carpet for the Fantastic Four premiere, and he came to the premiere in character, which was kind of cool because it's supposed to be kind of a he's a character within Marvel, so it's a I forget the word for it, but he really showed that he's taking this character serious, super excited about it, and all that good stuff, which is really cool. But the other show we're gonna get is an animated show. It's called Eyes of Wakanda. We heard about this show a while ago. They have pushed it up because it was supposed to come out August in September. Then it got pushed up to August. Then it got pushed up to mid August, and now it's coming out August 1st. So it's coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a 4 episode mini series animated, and it seems I watched the trailer. I have a trailer for it. It seems like they're doing a little time jumping, but it's all set in Wakanda, and dealing with Wakanda. I think before or with a Black Panther. I don't think it's the T'Challa Black Panther, but it's a Black Panther. I'm not sure if they jumped in the future or it's in the past. The animation looks very interesting. I think it's going to take me a couple, like maybe an episode or two to get used to the animation. But it seems very interesting. Uh, I did see a character that looked like Ironheart. I mean, Iron Fist. So I believe Iron Fist is in this. And I think it's the female Iron Fist, which there is a female Iron Fist in the comic books. So I think they're doing that a little bit of a storyline. So that is going to be very interesting to see. I don't like that Disney seemed to be dropping all 4 of the episodes on one day. They're doing it Netflix style, where they're dropping the whole season in one day. That could be good or bad. It could be just trying to dump it, or it could be like, you guys need to see this all in one shot for it to really make sense and really hit like it should. Only time will tell if that's the case. It might release. No, it's not gonna be tomorrow. Well, it's gonna be tomorrow for you guys to record this Wednesday. So it's gonna be released tomorrow. Um, I will watch it. I'll probably watch the whole season, get through the 4 episodes, and probably talk about it on the next podcast. But I am very interested in it. The executive producer is, what's his name again, Marcus? He did Sinners.
Ryan
Ryan
Coogler.
Coogler. Yeah, Ryan Coogler. I keep blanking on his name at times. So he's the executive producer of this. Um, so that means he was heavily involved to a decent extent, but it's not necessarily his project. But he probably was heavily involved, like he was in Iron Heart. So that shows good promise that this might be a really good show to check out. So that's coming out once again tomorrow. All 4 episodes will drop, and we will definitely be talking about more of that when that show premieres and we watch it, and probably talk about it next episode. Um, yeah, so that is something to look forward to, guys.
Gosh. Oh, man. I'm having technical difficulties over here. See, now that's too hard. Anyway.
It's happened. It's happened.
All right.
All right.
So, my next one is about a quote LeBron made a little while earlier this summer. Yeah, earlier this summer. So, LeBron criticized the NBA's ring culture, arguing that it unfairly diminishes the legacies of great players like Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, and Steve Nash, who didn't win championships. He points to examples in other sports like Peyton Manning and Barry Bonds, where players are still considered all-time greats despite their limited or no championship success. LeBron believes individual greatness and impact should be recognized beyond just title wins, as championships are team achievements influenced by many factors. Uh, and here's a quote from LeBron. He says, "You're telling me Iverson, Barkley, and Nash weren't fucking unbelievable? I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the end all be all of everything. You tell me Allen Iverson, wait, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. They can't be talked about with these guys because they won rings. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Tom Brady or Mahomes because he only has one ring. They don't ever discuss that in our sport. Of telling me Dan Marino is not the greatest slinger of all time because he didn't win a championship. They don't discuss those things. Barry Bonds never won a World Series. You can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat. So I disagree with LeBron. Um, and I'm just going to with what he used. Okay, Dan Marino, a great quarterback, but from what I've heard, little discussions about football where you talk about the greatest quarterbacks, I never hear Dan Marino's name.
Yeah, I never heard
It's
Dan
Tom.
Marino.
It's always Tom Brady. And why
Tom
is it always
Brady.
Tom Brady? Because he has a lot of Super Bowl wins. I think he has 7. Okay,
True.
so no, okay.
True.
And then after that, like, well, in recent history, because everybody with sports, you get caught up in the moment, and you talk about Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Dan Marino, yes, he can throw the ball all over the place, but he doesn't have Super Bowl rings, and you don't hear his name come up when you talk about
Yeah.
the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. You don't hear it. You hear Tom Brady. Tom Brady's first because he has 7 rings. No one says, well, Tom Brady, he had Belichick for all those years. And then even when people try that, and then he went to Tampa Bay and won another one. He has 7. That's why he's considered the GOAT of football because of the amount of Super Bowl rings he has.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so my first argument, and then Barry Bonds, that was a poor example. He should not say Barry Bonds. Like baseball
Yeah.
fans, saying Barry Bonds' name in a baseball argument, it's like, oh,
That's
wow,
yeah.
I don't want to take it that far. But you can't. He should have used a different player.
He
He should have used
definitely
a different
definitely
player.
should have used a different
Like,
player.
so you talk about Barry, you bring up Barry Bonds, first thing that comes is the steroids. Not
Yeah.
because he doesn't have championships, but because of the steroid era. That's why,
Yeah.
you know. So, and then Peyton Manning, yes, he he has one. He has one Super Bowl. Um, another great quarterback. Um, I will say you will hear Peyton's name probably in that quarterback conversation, just because him and Tom Brady played in the same era. But
Mm.
he has at least one. And then
I can see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then his argument with you know AI, Charles Barkley, Steve Nash. It depends on who you talk to. If you're talking to older fans, they'll let you know AI was a problem. Older basketball fans will tell you AI took a trash ass team to the finals to play the Lakers. Like, did he win? No, but he dragged that team to
Yeah.
the finals. People like with good basketball knowledge will bring that up when you talk about AI. Steve
Yeah.
Nash, don't I will say you don't hear much talk about Steve Nash. He played in that 7 seconds or less with the Phoenix Suns. And then Charles Barkley, the sad thing about this, like, because Charles Barkley played in the '80s, like most people know him because of TNT and not for his actual basketball skills.
Exactly.
Especially these youngins, they don't know. They actually disrespect Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was really good. He was really
Which
good.
you can't be wrong because it's well before their time, and it sucks that which happens to a lot of people that don't go back and look at the history of the sport and all that stuff. Because
Yeah.
there's even better players even further back in the '70s doing amazing stuff at that time that we don't talk about now either. So I
Well,
get that. I get that.
well, at this point in this age, these kids, as far as they go back, is LeBron.
Yeah.
That's as
But then
far as they
again,
know.
that man has been
They,
playing 20 years though, so that's
right,
still hard.
but I'm saying, I'm like, but that's the extent of their history. They go as far back
Yeah.
as LeBron. So like, well, LeBron was also in draft class with other great players as well. Like let's start the Dwayne Wades. Carmelo
Yeah.
Anthony. Come on, don't.
What's the way
So
Wade in that same draft, Cavs?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So
realize that.
so it
Oh,
was LeBron number one in Cleveland, Darko Milicic. You don't even know what the fuck that is. Do you?
nope, nope. I ain't
Exactly.
gonna
Exactly.
lie.
Exactly. He was the number two pick for the Pistons. Carmelo
Mm.
went number three to Denver, and then D Wade four to Miami, and then Chris Bosh number five to Toronto. So
Oh
you go.
wow, okay.
So you know who LeBron is. You know who D Wade is. Carmelo, Chris
I know
Bosh,
Carmelo. I know Chris Bosh.
and top four players. And Darko Milicic went number two.
Yeah,
Terrible,
Jesus, that was a
terrible.
bust for them.
Yes,
Detroit
yes,
messed up on
yes.
that.
They
Ugh.
did. I think that was more of the Larry Brown was a coach at the time, and he didn't play young players. So, but
Oh,
anyway, that's a whole
but
different
even
subject.
with that, even with if he didn't play young players, this dude is not known. Like, how long did he play?
Not long. He sat on the bench and won a ring, and then he went to go farm. I think he
Oh,
went. I want to say he became a UFC fighter. I could be wrong about that part, but I know for
okay.
sure he went to farm, and he was not that good. And Carmelo had just won a national championship in college.
How was he drafted second if he wasn't that good?
Exactly. Again, that's a different story for a different time.
Okay.
But all in all, no, I disagree with LeBron. He, that's how you separate the good from the greats.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, he is right. I mean, to win a championship, it is a team aspect, but you also gotta have at least one superstar or one really good player. Well, these days you need two, but you gotta have at least one to win a ring. You're not going to. It's highly unlikely you're going to win a ring with a team of a bunch of good players. You need
True.
at least one or two great players to get them over the hump because you need someone to take over the game down the stretch. No matter what sport it is, you need that player to take over and just dominate, impose their will.
True. My question is, why was LeBron saying this? Like, you know, you're gonna be talked about for years to
Well,
come after you retire. Who are you
well, I
saying this for? Like,
I can
who
give
is you
you
trying to do this for?
I can give you my theory.
Okay,
My
you
theory
trying to do
is
it
the
for his
reason.
son?
No, no. My theory is because when LeBron has four rings, right? Who does
Hmm.
LeBron is constantly getting compared against?
Yeah, you that comparison is gonna go on forever.
What I'm saying,
Like,
because Jordan has six rings. So the into the argument where Jordan has six. I mean, that's an argument that's made. Like LeBron has four rings, Jordan has six. Kobe has five. So LeBron, I would say LeBron has always been the type of guy like try to controls the narrative of things. Him and his team are very good at that. I feel like
yeah,
that's why he brought it up because I mean, his legacy is he's a Hall of Famer and he's going to be considered no matter what he does. He's already considered one of the best basketball players that ever played the game.
never played. Yeah,
But
like
since
he has a scoring.
he's the all-time
He's number
scoring leader,
one.
yeah,
Exactly.
he's
I
probably
don't
going to
think
be.
that's gonna be broken anytime soon.
Oh no,
Um,
he's going to have like most of the all-time records in all stats categories because he's played for 20 years and his 20 years is different from the other players' 20 years because his
exactly.
20 he's still productive and he still can play very well at a high level. But my
Yeah.
theory is because Jordan has six, Kobe has five, he has four. So the guy, why is ring culture a thing? Like, no, it's always been a
Because
thing.
I know even I know there was some I don't know I'm unless somebody AI'd it or something. There was a clip of Jordan saying like, "Yeah, I only got this many, but this guy got 10. Does that mean he better than me?"
Yeah,
And I know people be trying to hold on to that, and I'm like,
yeah. Russell
"No,
has
yeah, you're right. Championships but championships do mean something. You can't say they don't mean nothing. They
Yeah,
mean something, or we wouldn't do them. It defeats the purpose.
exactly. Every sport, that's the end goal to win the championship. That's why you play the game. Like that's the whole point of playing any game, any sport, professional, pickup, summer league, winter league, intramurals. You're playing because you're trying to be win the championship at the end of the season. Don't matter what level
Exactly.
you're on. So yeah,
Very true. So okay. Hmm. Yeah, I get LeBron trying to. I don't know what you're trying to do, bro. Just let it go. You're gonna be talked about for years.
right.
There's as long as basketball exists, you're gonna be talked about. Just
He's
like
gonna
Michael Jordan and Kobe, those three players will always be talked about
yeah.
unless somebody does a 6 ring run straight, which I doubt that's gonna happen the way the NBA is now. You're
Yeah.
gonna be talked about.
But even still, he's gonna have a statue in Cleveland.
He gonna have a
Uh,
statue in Cleveland. He gonna have a
I,
statue. I
I
don't
was gonna
know.
say
I know they
I
were
don't know
talking
about
about.
Miami. I don't know about
I think
Miami.
they might. I think they might put a statue in
Yeah,
Miami. I think they might do one in Miami. I
he's
think
going
they
to have to
might
wait.
do one
Hey,
in
he,
L.A. too.
he's going to wait. He's going to have to wait for Pat Riley to die before he gets a statue in Miami. So that Cleveland for sure. I don't think he should get a statue in L.A. I think it's disrespectful that people always when you get there and like should LeBron be on the all time greatest Laker list? Like no, why? What do you mean? Put him on an all time Laker list? Like okay, he won. Okay, he won a ring, but what? Oh,
He won
I,
a ring there. He won the scoring thing
but
there.
but he had already been playing for like 15, 17 years before he won that. So before he got the number one spot. I'm saying there's no way I put him on the greatest Laker of all time list. So like you got Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, uh, Magic, Kobe. These just players a name off the top of my head. Like I, 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 I wouldn't put LeBron on the greatest Laker list of all time. I wouldn't. Miami, sure.
How long
Cleveland,
did
most
Shaq
definitely.
play in for the Lakers?
Ooh, I'll have to look that one up.
Wasn't it only like 7 years?
It might not even been that long.
I did. Yeah, I was thinking that might be too long.
He played. Oh no, you were close. 8,
8. Okay. Okay.
8 years, won
He
3 championships.
3 championships. Okay.
Yes, and was named final and was named NBA Finals MVP for each of those seasons. So
Okay.
yeah,
Um, how many championships did Magic win?
uh, I want to say 5. Oh, how many?
Because did he win 5?
Yep,
Because you
5.
5. They you see, yeah, 5. Okay. Kareem won 6, right?
Yep, yeah, 6.
Okay.
I think five
Yeah,
five of them was with LA, one with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, that's why. That's because I figured he got 5 with Magic, and then he got one with Milwaukee. Okay.
Mhm.
I think I would still.
And I think speaking of championship, I don't Will has 2. One was with Philly. Yeah, one with Philly and one with the Lakers.
So would you put Wilt on the all-time Lakers list?
Yes. This man averaged it and a in 35 total finals game, Will average in averaged 24.6 rebounds a game.
Okay, but he only won
I
one ring with them.
Yes, he won one ring, but his his stats. Let's see, 30.1 points, 4.4 assists, 8.8 blocks, 54% shooting percentage, 22.9 rebounds. What is that? What was that? His stats from Philly. Uh, stats.
I mean, if his stats are just as good as if it's drastically better than LeBron's run in LA, okay. But if it's not, and you gonna put Wilt on there, kind of got to put LeBron on there too. Like,
Nah, I'm not putting up. How he won what? Like how? Okay, he won the championship in LA. And what else has he done since then? I
they
mean,
both have
like I
won a
said,
championship. They both are dominant players there. Like these are facts. These are facts. Because there's nothing you can use to deviate the other. So they both got one championship, both dominant players there. Like they both. So Wilt was a star when he was on the Lakers, right?
yes.
LeBron's a star on the Lakers.
Watch
I
this though.
mean,
Watch this though. Wilt was put up numbers on and off the court. Okay.
we ain't talking about the numbers off the court
Well,
because
no,
LeBron is married to
no,
a woman
on.
who he is staying with.
That's not my problem. It's not my problem. Yeah.
That is not how you break a tie, Marcus.
It's not my problem. Let's see. Will Chamberlain average? Will Chamberlain average 19.2 rebounds, 17.7 points, 4.3 assists, and 339 games in Lakers career. Okay, maybe I won't put Wilt on there.
So you're not gonna put him on there to not put LeBron on there? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Come on, come on, Marcus. Oh,
Neither one of them going on the list.
you see, we got our answer here.
Wait, that's it?
See, look at you. Look at
At
that.
339 games for the Lakers in his career. Yeah, no, both of them off the list. Neither one of them.
Hey, y'all hit us in the comments. Are you putting LeBron on the all-time Lakers list? Are you putting Wilt on the all-time Lakers list?
Man, they already know what they're going to say. They'll come for me in the comments. Neither one of them are going. Neither.
Okay. All right. Speaking of crazy things happening, Comic-Con happened this weekend. San Diego Comic-Con happened. The weird thing about this Comic-Con, it was pretty flat. Marvel didn't have a Hall H. DC didn't really have a Hall H from presentation. DC did do like a Peacemaker panel for season 2, but that's the most they did. They didn't really do anything big. So people said Comic-Con was kind of mid this year. Like you can see the difference without having the big 2 there, how it really affected this con. It did give smaller things a chance to shine and grow out big, but it hurt Comic-Con to an extent from what I've been seeing in videos and people speaking on it. Still a crazy event, but the fact that those big 2 weren't there doing their thing, hyping it up, that's where it should be. But they did have the Peacemaker panel, like I said, at DC, and James Gunn came to that panel, and he got a standing ovation. Yes, he got a standing ovation because he came there pretty much like a fan, and the fans greeted him as such, and that gives him a lot of clout in the nerd world right now. Like the fact that they stood by him was cool that he was there, very happy that he was there, showed him that kind of love. I know that got him sitting on cloud nine right now, feeling he can do no wrong. Um, he was there to promote Peacemaker because that is his baby. Like Peacemaker is a show he fought to make, made it, and it was good. I like, at least in my opinion, I like that first season. We'll see how the second season go, and then he became the overarching architect of the DC universe. And he's like, I'm still going to do this passion project I love, and I'm going to bring it into the main thing. So he's showing it off. They did show a trailer for Peacemaker. Like I said, Peacemaker, I'm going to watch it. I think it comes out either August or in September. I think it might be September. I definitely gotta watch it. He's linking it to his new Superman. Spoilers if you haven't seen the new Superman movie. Peacemaker is in that Superman movie. He does a cameo, which is really crazy. But we also found out who is going to be writing the script for the Wonder Woman movie. She's actually writing the script for the Teen Titans movie and another movie. I forgot what the other movie was. One second, or it might have been a show. Uh, Titan script. One second. Oh, she's actually what she. I guess she wrote the Supergirl movie too.
Okay.
Either she wrote or helped on the Supergirl movie. Her name is Anne. Oh, I'm gonna butcher her last name. Nagaria. Nagolera. And I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, so my apologies. But she is supposed to be writing the Wonder Woman movie, but she also wrote the Supergirl movie and is supposed to be working on a Teen Titan. Is that a show or a movie? I think it's a movie because they say script. I think it's a. I think it's a movie. I didn't know they were making a Teen Titan movie. Well, they're making a Teen Titan movie apparently. We'll see if
Is it
they.
a
You know
is
what
it
the
a
Teen
live
Titans are,
action?
right?
Yeah, is it
I
a
think it's a
live
live
action?
action. I think it's a
Oh,
live
okay.
action.
Hmm. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I know. Well, I watched that show on. I watched the
Oh,
cartoon.
on
Well,
WB.
I watched Teen Titans Go. That's not the same. I like
Oh,
Teen
you
Titans
watched
Go.
that on Cartoon Network.
I
Okay,
watched
Teen
that
Titans
version.
Go.
Teen
Okay,
Titans Go.
okay. That version is built off the Teen Titan TV show, the first cartoon that came out. That was more adult theme, action packed. It was really good. I watched the mess out of it. It was really good. I watched a couple of Teen Titan Go episodes with my son. He was
Yeah.
into it for a little bit, but now he's not.
I'm,
The
I'm
waffle
beginning.
joke thing is that's funny. I get it. I get it.
Just a side
Uh,
note, like every once in a while, I'll watch Teen Titans Go, Phineas and Ferb, and Craig of the Creek.
Craig of the Creek, I'm with you. Phoenix
That's
and
my.
Ferb, I watch that here and there. It's a
I
decent
watch
show.
those. Yeah, I watch those three cartoons every once in a while.
Craig of the Creek is my stuff. Craig Creek is really good. My daughter watches the spinoff of Craig of the Creek. They have a spinoff show with his
His
sister.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah, she watches that. I've seen a couple episodes of that with her. It's adorable. It's cute.
Hmm.
It's good to see for her to see a character that looks like her. That was really cool to see that. See her light up and watch that. That's cool to see. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's supposed to be writing the new Wonder Woman, which I know a lot of people want to happen to him because you can't have the Trinity without Wonder Woman. There was something else. Oh, also on top of James Gunn getting the standing ovation, he won the war of box office with Fantastic Four. He his Superman made had a bigger box office than Fantastic Four. I think his Superman made 125 million opening weekend, and Fantastic Four only made 118 million. So he won there. They still got to see who's going to win overall in the box office. So far, Superman is has made I think 550 million, somewhere around there, off the top of my head, I think. Um, so it's in the 500 million. Uh, just to have a comparison, I think Man of Steel made 600 million something, and then the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman, made like 730 mil or something around there. So he's still behind his predecessors and his equal. I would say it is because the Batman would be his equal at this point. Um, so it's only time will tell if he Superman makes it up to that box office level. It could be considered a flop if it doesn't surpass the Man of Steel, because it's like we brought this new Superman and he's not doing better than the Man of Steel. I think this Superman is more promising. You can go more places with this Superman. You can get more families into Superman with this Superman. He's lighter, he's fun, he's enjoyable. It's not dark and brooding sadness that the Man of Steel was. And I'm not knocking the people that like the Man of Steel. That just wasn't a Superman for me. Not a Superman for me. I don't need my Superman to be depressed and sad. My bro, you can fly. Why are you depressed and sad? Uh, like you can fly. Yes, you're the last of your kind. I get it. Move on. But just don't be that sad like that. But I think this new Superman has a lot of different ways to go, and the universe has a lot of different ways to go. The way he's building it out, I'm enthusiastic about this universe now and this Superman. I didn't have that same feeling for Man of Steel. I was just going through the motions with that, but that's just me. Other people may feel a different way. By the box office, it seems that not a lot of people feel the exact same way I feel, but they're semi there. We'll see if they get them across those lines to make it, because remember, this is a business. Yes, we love these stories. We love these characters. They give us hope, all this power of emotions, feelings, let us get in touch with stuff, make us feel that inner hero we have in ourselves. But at the end of the day, it's still a business. And it's as a business, if this ain't making money, they're going to change some stuff. So realistically, as much as I like this Superman and this world he's building, if it don't make no money, they're gonna reboot and start all over again. They're gonna cut ties, let it sit for 2 years, and start over. Um, but a real conversation needs to be had. Are we in a era of superhero fatigue? Like superhero movies used to be up here. Now they're coming down. Not their budgets are still up high at this point, but them profits ain't coming in like they used to. So it really is going to determine whether they need to lower these budgets or cut back on how many superhero movies they make, which kind of sucks for us because this half of our podcast is superhero stuff. So we need to figure this out. Figure
Keep it
this
going.
out.
Keep it
I
going.
mean, I ain't gonna lie, we can make this sports and anime. We can make a switch if we need to, but we try not to. So get it right. But yeah, is superhero fatigue is it really just too much superhero stuff coming out at once, or is it too much bad superhero stuff coming out at once? Because to be honest with you, all four of the superhero movies we got this year, which is Captain America, Thunderbolts, Superman, Fantastic Four, all of them have been good. Some even great. So I can't say this was bad movie making this year, but I don't know if past years are affecting this year. Because some of those past movies, whoo, we all saw Craven.
Did
That
we
wasn't
though?
great.
Did
I
did
saw it
we
on
though?
Netflix. I saw it on
Okay.
Netflix for free because I pay for Netflix. But I didn't go to the movie theaters, just like a lot of other people didn't go to the movie theaters. Um, and God knows I didn't see Madam Web in the movie theaters. Hell, I didn't even finish it on Netflix. I fell asleep because it was so boring. um, but, but could those past eras be affecting the future of superhero movies as we know it? Only time will tell. And as of right now, time is telling us might want to put the brakes on some things right quick and get better back into it. So we'll have to see. as these box office continue, how Fantastic Four does at the box office, and what comes from next year. We have Supergirl, Doomsday, and Spider Man next year for superhero movies. So we'll see what happens there, and if Hollywood will pull back, because Hollywood, once something works, they start beating it till it's dead, and then they move on to the next thing. They've been beating superhero movies for the last 10 years, or maybe last 12 years. Uh, they they got the horse limping, and they just trying to get the rest out of it. It seems like so. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, seems like Hollywood is a copycat place. Kind of same thing with sports. It does the same thing.
Yeah,
Uh, like the Golden State era. Like, oh, they shoot 3 pointers, they win. Now everybody wants to shoot fucking threes. Everybody's
yep,
like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
very true.
Yeah, it's all copycat. Uh, but so this next one. So Marcus Morris Sr. got into a little trouble. Yeah, so Marcus Morris Sr. was arrested in Florida on felony fraud charges for writing a bad check and is being held on an out of state warrant.
Mm.
So when I read the story, it was like, yeah, he wrote a bad check for like a luxury car or something, and a check bounced, and then the way the article was wrote, the way the wording of the article is like Marcus Morris Sr. like arrested for on felony charges.
Hmm.
So he has a twin brother, Markeith Morris. They both played in the NBA, by the way. His twin
Hmm.
brother wrote on Twitter, was like, the wording is crazy. Damn, for that amount of money, they'll embarrass you in the airport with your family. They got y'all really thinking bro did some fraud shit. They could have come to the crib for all that. When y'all hear the real story on this, all I can say is lesson learned. And then their agent, he's an agent for both of them. He got on tour and he said, just so everyone understands, this is a zero fraud. This is zero fraud here, or whatever crap outlets have said regarding fake checks or whatever the hell. This is due to an outstanding marker with a casino. Apparently, if you owe over $1,200, they can issue a warrant for your arrest. Absolutely insane. And just to put it in perspective, Marcus Morris Sr. played 13 years in the NBA and has made a career earning of 106,861,920 bucks. So yeah, they put it out like it was like really bad, but it's like over 1,200. It's like that's not
It's not
bad.
that bad.
Like
Yeah,
the way it wrote, you think it's 12,000 or 120,000.
exactly.
Yeah, 1,200. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's not that bad
not
to
bad.
go to that extreme.
Yeah,
Uh,
if it's crazy, you can issue a warrant for arrest of 1,200 to a casino. Could you imagine if the public can do that against, oh, regular people do it against regular people? You know how many people will have felonies out here?
yeah, there'd be a lot of people with
You
felonies.
owe me 1,200. That'd be crazy. So
There'd be a lot of people.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be crazy.
right?
But I would think it would be a. Nah, you couldn't make it a lower amount.
That'd be
You
even
probably
worse.
could.
That'd be even worse.
Yeah.
Because the way
Jesus.
so if you have a felony, it's difficult to do anything. Get a job,
It's very difficult.
housing, anything. If you could just be like, hey, Sammy, you owe me $5. You forgot to pay me. I've got a felony on you.
Don't
about
make me
five
file these
dollars.
papers.
That's crazy.
That is wild. Um, that does seem a drastic way to go with it, especially for $1,200.
Right.
Like if it was 12,000, I could see that that'd be a little different. But for
Hmm.
1,200, that seems. I'm pretty sure you got normal people that owe you more than that, and you ain't did this to them.
Yeah.
Like, is it because of his status, who he is, if they took it this far?
I did like to arrest him in the airport. I with his brother. Like, really? Y'all, hey, good. Went to the house. Like, go arrest him in the
Yeah,
airport. His family. Like, that serious? I, I
yeah, but
guess.
at least we know exactly where you are when you at the airport. Because when you scan them IDs, they pop up. So you go, oh, we know where he is. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
Uh, uh.
Next week, I'm going to have some stories that deals with money. People have money problems, and yeah, I got some stories next week. I just didn't do them tonight
Okay.
because one is really long, and one I just like happened today while I was traveling today, so I didn't have time to really
I was gonna ask you about
research
that,
it.
but I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure
no.
he on top of it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure he on
next
top of it.
next week,
Because that
like two
was
of my
I saw that head. It was wild. I was like, what?
yeah, yeah,
What?
like yeah, two of my topics has to do with money next week. Like one, I've been sitting on for a minute just to see if anything else was gonna come out of it. But since that what happened today popped up, I was like, okay, these are two stories that yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So speaking of crazy things happening, let's get into this Fantastic Four review. Yes, Fantastic Four First Step has come out. This is Marvel's 37th movie they have made. 37. Just let that sink in. 37. Um, that's wild. They've been on this crazy run for this long. Um, but Fantastic Four, this is the origin or the first live action debut. Of the whole family. Let's say that of the whole Fantastic Four, this is their first live action debut in the MCU. Let's say that because they've had Fantastic Four movies. They've had three Fantastic Four movies, technically four, but one didn't see the light of day. But this Fantastic Four movie has come out, and I went and seen it. We'll give you the non-spoiler review of it. It definitely looks different than any MCU movie, period. Like they have a different look to it, it has a different style to it, which is good and bad. If you're just used to the MCU style, this is different, so that's gonna throw you off for a little bit. And it, not gonna lie, it threw me off a little bit at first, but then I got adjusted to it. Um, the characters, we're gonna break down the characters as you got Reed Richards, uh, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm. The Fantastic Four themselves as their characters, I thought Pedro Pascal did a decent job as Reed Richards. Um, I forget the lady's name that plays Storm. I mean, uh, Sue Storm, Mrs. Invisible. But I thought she did a decent job. I know there was talks that she was supposed to be like the leader of the team, and she was going to take the lead. That didn't happen. So either they changed some stuff when that got out, or that was never true. I don't know which one because I didn't make this movie, so I can't tell you 100% because I didn't work on it. But it seems like she took control in some parts, but then some parts she's part of the team. So it wasn't a unbalanced boss lady type of thing situation, which is okay. Either way, I'd have been fine either way if she did a good job. That matters. It would have been okay with me. Johnny, as we've talked about before, he was supposed to be not as toxic as a lot of the old Johnnies are the Johnny in the comic books, where he was a big womanizer and all this stuff. He's not like that, but he tries to be like that. He doesn't come off as a womanizer. He definitely comes off as somebody that likes women, but it feels like he's scared of women. So that's not his character to an extent, and that was a little weird. I wasn't too big of a fan how the actor portrayed Johnny, or at least how he was written. The effects for Johnny were awesome. His flame effects look great. Ben Grimm, he's there. He has a couple little jokes. Him and Johnny have a little thing back and forth. And at the time, I didn't think of anything of it because Johnny teases Ben, but these have been people that have been friends for a long time. And this version of them, I don't know how long they've been friends. I believe they've been friends for a good long time. So that teasing still makes sense. But I seen the TikTok where somebody was like, I don't know if they've known each other that long. Um, and I that when I think back into the movie, I'm not sure if it did do that or not. So I can't remember how they established how long they each know. But that's a Fantastic Four as we know it. I think it was a decent representation of Fantastic Four. I wish there was more utilization of their powers in this movie. It is very low action. I don't think it's a lot of action in this movie. I think the action really needed to be more. It it's a not a long movie. It's only an hour and 55 minutes, but it feels a little longer than you think. And I think it would have broke up more if you had more action. The action they did have in it was amazing. I really dug Galactus. This is the first live action Galactus where he's actually a man and not a cloud. And it really worked. They had practical effects with Galactus. It looked great. He looked menacing. His character made sense in that world and what he was doing and what he was going after. 100% made sense. We had the Silver Surfer, who was played by, I forgot the lady's name. And I forgot the name of the character because it's not the regular Silver Surfer, it's a different Silver Surfer. I can't say that word, so we're going to say the Surfer. Uh,
Hey,
she did a great job, 100%. Like I believe her character, I liked her character. I still wasn't super keen on the design. I think she could have been more silvery or glittery or whatever. It could have popped more for me. But overall, the way she played the character worked for me. Her action scene is one of the best scenes in the movie. It's a really good scene. It feels very dramatic, very thrilling. Um, I honestly thought she was gonna win in that fight. So I was on board, 100%. Loved it. Like Galactus and the Silver Surfer are the bigger standouts in this movie. Like those characters really make this movie great. Makes this movie really good. I can't say great. It's not great. Made it really good. Um, the whole storyline they went for, I get it. It made sense. Logically, it made sense. Within this world, it made sense. The side characters within this world were okay. There's not a lot of side characters in this. There's like three or four that you get to see here and there. One guy in particular, he did good. Um, but overall, I give it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Uh, I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was something new. It was a change of the formula and the look of the MCU that I liked, but it's still. I didn't go in with high expectations because I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, so I didn't have a high expectation. But I was a little disappointed of what they did give me. I was still was expecting a little more than what they gave me. But overall, I thought it was a good movie. Is it one of the better Marvel movies this year? Out of the Marvel movies this year, it's third for me. I have to go Thunderbolts, Captain America 4, and then Fantastic Four. I think those two movies are still better. I will rewatch those movies over these, over Fantastic Four for me. For me, I still thought it was good. I just think it was better than those this year. I had more fun with those. I was more entertained with those. I was deeper enthralled with those than I am with this one. Yeah.
Sure.
Any questions, Marcus?
I do not. I don't like movies
Okay.
that doesn't have a lot of action because that makes me fall asleep.
I
So,
was very disappointed in how much the action, how lack of action they had.
mm,
I wanted more action. I get the structure of it. It's kind of hard to put action in it at certain times, but it breaks up. It helps it, and even there's only one really good action scene that's memorable. The other one, it's not as memorable as this one was, so that hurts
mm.
it a lot. Hurts it a lot. Um, some good jokes, funny jokes. I laughed a couple. Um, Decent. So we're gonna do a quick spoilers. I'm gonna spoil some stuff, big stuff. I'm gonna spoil parts of the movie. Tell you the good things I like and bad things I like. So Reed Richards, he felt like he was always behind. Like Reed is supposed to be one of the smartest people in Marvel, and it felt like he was always behind trying to figure out what to do against Galactus. Um, I get it. Galactus is a huge threat. He's a god, but Reed is supposed to be like one of the smartest people in the planet. He's definitely a smarter person in that universe, and like this is it's Earth 859 or 865 because it's not the main MC universe. Um, so we immediately know this is not the 616 universe. This is a whole different universe. So Fantastic Four is in a whole different universe. Um, they talk about different dimensions. Reed builds teleportation. He perfects teleportation. That's how smart this man is. He perfected teleportation. Just like Robbie Downey Jr. made time travel happen, he made teleportation. Um, like Reed always felt behind. Sue, they had a moment where she defeats Galactus or pushes Galactus back with her powers, and her powers are they play fast and loose with her powers because her powers are supposed to be able to be invisible and make invisible stuff, but now she can push invisible light. So they play loose and fast with her powers, and I get it. It's a movie. You want something that looks good on screen. I get that. She does push back Galactus and made her seem ultra powerful. She did die from it, so that's okay, I guess. Um, uh, like I said, Johnny, he's just there kind of sometimes. He does almost do this sacrificing thing that was kind of heartfelt, but then the Silver Surfer ended up sacrificing herself to help them. So she sacrificed herself to finally push Galactus into this teleport thing to teleport Galactus away. Like Reed's plan to get away from Galactus because Galactus wanted their child or he was going to destroy the Earth. Their child, Franklin Richards, is this ultra powerful being, and Galactus sees that in him, and Franklin can help him ease his hunger. So Galactus is like, I'll spare Earth if you give me your child. And of course, they was like, I'm not giving you my baby, bitch. This is my baby. Makes sense. Your parents. You're not giving that baby away. This was kind of cheesy. Like they came back and told everybody on Earth, like, hey, Galactus wants to spare us if we give him our child, but clearly we're not going to do that. And they was like, yeah, you should do that. And then as the weeks go on and Galactus is closer to coming, they're like, hey, why don't y'all give up that baby and stop being selfish? Leave up that one life so we all can live. And then Sue gives this big speech of how, like, as she was a child, her mother showed her stuff about her dad, and that they all became family with this city, and you guys embraced us, and that she wouldn't give up her child for anyone, but she also wouldn't give up saving them for her child. It was supposed to be big and passionate, but it didn't hit like it was supposed to. So I get what the speech was supposed to be. It didn't hit like that. And all the people in the town was like, yeah, in the world. This is the world. The world knows they're going to get destroyed by this guy. And they were like, yeah, I guess we'll give up to this one people that we don't know. That was a little much, but I get it. Whatever. Uh, the end credit scene of there's an end credit scene where they show. Oh, before we get to the end credit scene, one thing. So Franklin ends up bringing his mom back to life. He has that power. I never know how strong Franklin really is because they keep overpowering him in the comic books here and there. I thought he just had the ability to create universes, which was one of the reasons why Galactus would want him. He can create empty universes for Galactus to eat and be good. In this, Franklin was able to bring his mom back to life after she pushed Galactus with her powers into the portal and saved the world and him. But I don't think he has those powers. He has them now in the MCU, but I don't think he has those abilities, um, which sucks. That's one thing I did hate about this. Also, the CGI on Franklin is horrible. Horrible. As of right now, we can't do baby CGI. We can't make babies look real with CGI. We should stop doing it. Stop doing baby CGI. It looks bad. That there was like Franklin CGI, and a couple times with the Thing, his CGI looked a little off. But other than that, the CGI was decent in this movie. But there's just those few points. So the end credit scene, you have Sue talking to Franklin. He's about a year older now, and she goes to get a book. And when she comes back, she hears something, and she comes back, and you see the green cloak of Doctor Doom, and he's holding a mask, and he's holding Franklin. You don't see his face. You just see his hood and the mask in his hand, and he's talking to Franklin. Now that he knows that Franklin's so powerful, this is Doom of this universe. So apparently that is Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. That was our Doom like sneak peek setting up Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, which is cool. Seeing that coming, super excited for that. But yeah, like I said, I felt the movie was a 7 out of 5, a 7.5 out of 10. That's how I felt. Let us know in the comments. How did you feel about the movie? Did you like it? Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Let us know in the comments. All that good stuff. All right, Marcus, sign us out.
See, you hit me with this short notice again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
She'll be ready for this.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts right now.
Just tell them, hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. That's a sign out.
There you go. See, you got it. See how teammates put the other teammate.
I was just doing all that talking.
You know, like last time we played basketball, I was like, "Hey, you should probably cut." And you're like, "You're probably then you didn't cut, so I threw the ball over there that made you go cut, and you got the basket."
All right. Well, since Marcus didn't go when I threw the ball to him, he go cut.
No,
thanks for watching.
My knee hurts. I'm not moving.
Thank you for checking out the podcast, guys. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that follow button, and we greatly appreciate if you hit that like button. Go check us out on all our other social medias, If you would like to leave us a voice message, there's a link down below where you can leave us a 1 minute voice message talking about sports, superheroes, our life, anything. Long as it's not no weird stuff, we'll probably answer it. And we'll answer it on the podcast so you'll hear your voice on the podcast. But guys, appreciate you checking out the podcast, listening. If you could, share this to all your friends. And then share this to your enemies. And then share this to the people you just see on the street. It helps us out in the algorithm, gets us more viewers, all that good stuff. Let us know if you want us to start putting it back on what is it? Spotify. I stopped posting it on Spotify because we weren't getting any watches on there. But if you guys want to listen on Spotify, let us know. I'll put the audio version up there. But once again, appreciate you guys watching, checking us out, taking the time. And until next time, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.